This shot is taken somewhere over California, and it's pretty soon after we left San Francisco on the way to Florida. That little chunk of land down there is the west coast of Florida, and I'm not really sure what part it is, but it's on the way to Miami Airport. These next 4 shots are the restaurant where Jeff and I had breakfast the first morning that I was in Trinidad. This is Letitia, a 44-foot swan, and the bottom paint is being scraped off, and that's what the differences in color are as you look at the bottom. The boat's on the hard, meaning it's up on stands in the boatyard being worked on, and I'm standing on a ladder that's leaning against some shed behind this boat, and you climb up this ladder and then you step onto the boat, and that's Jeff in the picture, and he's the owner of the boat. I think this picture says it all. The owner had that sign put on there that says no shoes, and yet the whole time I was there, he was the only person that walked on that boat with street shoes. I think this says it all. That big clunky air conditioning looking thing in the upper left corner is an air conditioner, and it's plumbed through the hatch, and it keeps the inside of the boat cool while they work on the inside. This is what I saw the first day I got there. And this is what I saw the first day I got there, and it also looked like this, but worse on the day that I left. This is looking from the boat towards the blue building that we were staying in, and we were staying at the very far end of the building. In this particular part of Trinidad, it's very lush, as you can tell in the hills in the background, and this boatyard is backed up right against it. Although there's a road that separates the boatyard from the jungle, which is the main road, the main highway. Sitting at the restaurant at Powerboat's restaurant. I don't even know what the hell it's called, but this is one of the views just sitting there. And this is the lovely accommodation. This is the room that Jeff and I shared, and then diagonally up to the right is the room that Joby and Pete were sharing. The brown building in the center, which is shaded by that palm tree, is the restaurant with the outdoor seating area. This is the day that we got the dinghy working and got it over to the fuel dock and then got some gas in it, and Jeff's sitting down there just running the thing because it hasn't been run for probably 6 months or 8 months or so. From Powerboat's marina, looking across the water towards Cruise Inn, and you can just barely make out the lighthouse restaurant with the lighthouse on top of it. It's the brown building with the gray roof, right? Kind of like in the dead center of the picture. That cot leaning up against the wall is the cot that Joby took from our room and took upstairs and laid out on his balcony when he went to sleep that night when he couldn't get in. This is our room. Funny thing about that stove, there's a propane bottle under the sink, and they just drilled a hole through the side of the cabinet, stuck a line through there, and connected it to the stove. So it actually runs off propane. It's not a gas stove or an electric stove.